When were you surviving a fake friend?
It was in fall to the school year 2017 through 2018.
I survived a fake friend. I was surviving a fake friend during my sophomore and junior year of high school.
How did you know? What were some of the signs?
The moment I knew I was surviving a fake friend is when cliques was forming inside the whole friendship group.
I first realized when we was in the cafeteria and we would all come in and sit with each other, and then they would have their own group and be with each other, and then it would just be me and Soraya. So yeah, it would be cliques. The whole clique would have its group, so it would be us over here and them over there.
Have you always felt like it was something shady going on?
Well, not really, because I always knew like who was genuine, who was not. But then once like these certain situations start happening, because we just all, fell off, and I just seemed like, oh, so y'all working like that. Some of the actions, well, like Soraya said, when we were asked to hang out with each other and stuff like that, when they didn't have a ride, we would always be like, well, ask y'all mom, and then we'll come and get y'all, we'll offer a ride. If one of us didn't have a ride, or our parents was at work or something like that, they didn't offer the same treatment or something like that we offered. It would always be an excuse, or they didn't want to do what we wanted to do. It was just never agreement, and, it was just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I remember my birthday, when I had a sleepover, and if one of them didn't come, then none of them was going to come. And it took for one for all to come, and that's when I just knew, like, wow, it's like that. So, yeah.
How did y'all meet?
We met it was the end of my freshman year during trial season when I first started cheering. I've been knew one of the girls since middle school, but I met the rest of them at the cheer tryouts.
I've been knowing one of them since middle school, but I didn't like hang around with her at middle school. So like we really started talking and being friends in high school, and all of them in high school my sophomore year. That's when I tried for cheer.
What were some of the greatest moments y'all had together?
Some of the greatest moments, we had fun, we laughed, we cried together, we laughed together, and it's like, we had some good moments together. We laughed together. We always, we had like this bond that I thought was really like real. Like I never had no friends like this, and I thought like it was real, the best memories. It was just like we always had friends. Like we was never alone. Like now, if Bree not at school, I'm by myself. But like if I was friends with them, if one person at school, I still have somebody, hang with.
Some of the greatest moments we had together, we was always laughing. Like we was so childish. Like we was always laughing. Bruh, I remember this one time where we all went to the beach for one of our friends' birthdays, and we was all out there wild and boy. Like we used to have so much fun. I mean, we had like volleyball together. We all had these one classes together. We lived in we went through everything together. I mean, we cried together. I remember when one of us thought we weren't gonna make the cheer team, we was all crying with each other. It was just crazy. I mean, like if you touched her, don't touch her, cause we all coming for you, stuff like that. I mean, it was just a really good bond. Like it's crazy that we all not friends no more, but stuff happened.
Did you trust them?
Well, when you first get friends, of course you're gonna trust them, but yeah, I mean, we all had a group chat together that we had since we was freshmen. I mean, we had a group chat since we was in 11th grade. I mean, since we was freshmen until we was in 11th grade, and we wrote and we told each other everything, stories on stories, advice from advice. So yeah, I did trust them. I did. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I didn't trust them, but yeah, I did.
Yes, I trust them. But it's like certain friends within the group, I'll tell certain stuff. I trust certain friends with certain stuff. So if I tell one friend this, don't go telling my other friend type of trust, Like I can tell Bree, a serious situation, I don't want her telling Lexi. Or I tell Lexi a certain situation, I don't want her telling Apple. Stuff like that. But if I want all of them to know, I'll write in the whole group chat.
To relate back on her, certain situations I couldn't really tell them because they really don't really understand. I was really close to only 2 people out the group at the time. Well, actually 3. Taylor, Soraya, and this other girl. And like I could go and tell them, I could tell all of them something, but like if it was something like really, really serious, like down now, I know I could go to them and be like, oh, because I knew that they could relate back from where we was coming from. Because all of us grew up kind of like the same way. So if I was struggling in this, then they know, okay, I was struggling that too. So I feel like that's how we related on that level versus then the other ones who came up, having it all or like having more than what we had, stuff like that. So yeah, it was like, I told different people different things, but I still trusted all of them. If I talked to her about boy problems, I talked about all of my boy problems, but if he did this, then I know I can go to her because she probably experienced like that hurt before. So, yeah. Who are you the closest to out of the group?
Out of the whole group of friends, I was close to Bria. I was close to Lexi. I was really close to all of them, but really, really, I was more close to Bria because we had more in common. Like, our background was kind of the same, but I mean, like, I was close to all of them, but I was like really, really, really close to Bria.
I was really like close to Taylor, Soraya, and one of the other girls. And to be honest, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. What set off the group? Like, what set it off for y'all to just instantly stop being friends?
For me, Breeze was a little kind of early, but for me, it was like jealousy. Like, everybody wasn't for each other. Like, if I see my friends, getting a job, be like, okay, yeah, that's good, or getting a car, getting a license, big stuff like that, or like finally like finding a boy that they really like, and the other person, you supposed to be like, oh, y'all cute. But that vibe wasn't there, like that support wasn't there. I just feel like it was so much jealousy. Not with all of them though, I just feel like with some of the friends it was jealousy. It was always a competition with them. It was always something. It was always, oh, they doing this, so let me do this, or they getting this, so let me get this, or it was just always a competition. Like, say if somebody just got a new phone, they'd be like, I'm finna get a new phone too, type shit. But yeah,
mine was like really early, and mine was a little different. Mine is what really set off my situation is what really like tested the group's loyalty, to be honest. I feel like because at the time I was with this person and everybody just started getting jealous towards not towards me, but everybody started getting jealous. I don't know if they was jealous or everybody felt some type of way. If you really my friend, I felt some type of way, I would tell you. Or even if I didn't tell you, if you asked me, I would tell you. Just because the reason why I feel like I won't tell is because I care about your feelings and I want you to be happy. But if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you like why I feel that way. And I feel like as friends, we should respect each other's feelings and how we feel. And at that time, when me and this other person was having our issues, it felt like the whole group was at me. Like, it wasn't just a me and her thing we working on, but everybody was putting their input about how they felt about the situation and how, and like if me and her arguing, they'd be like, well, Bree, you really doing too much, and I feel like I was doing too much. At the end of the day, we all friends. You're not supposed to listen to respond. You're supposed to listen to understand. And they wasn't listening to understand at all. And that's really the main reason why. What really set it off is when after we had this big altercation with these other girls, nobody texted us afterwards and asked, were we okay? Not only that, it wasn't really a problem with us, but I felt like if y'all was to get into an altercation like that, no matter how mad or how disappointed I was in you or anything like that, I'm going to text you because at the end of the day, you was my friend, more like sisters. We was all tight. I'm going to text you, are you okay? How you doing? Is everything straight? I never got that same, that same respect or that same type of feeling. So that's why I feel like I knew then that we wasn't really friends, because if I was really a friend, to this day I still feel like, if something happened to them, I would text them, and be like, are you okay? That's just my loyalty to any of my friends, honestly. If you text me and ask me anything about,
I feel like the aftermath was like, it was weird. Because we were so used to meeting up at the lockers. We were so used to meeting up at a corner in the hallway for Gator Time. We were so used to meeting in the cafeteria, sitting at circle, finding a table that will fit all of us at a table to eat. We were so used to that, and when we came back, it was just like weird. Like, dang, it's only me and Bree. But at the same time, it was like, if one of my old friends get in a fight at school or get jumped or whatever, I'm still be like, you good. Like, I ain't gonna be on that friends don't like, oh, they dead wrong. I'll be like, you good, that's it, and I leave it at that. But they didn't do none of that, and I just feel like that was just crazy. And even some of the people that I wasn't even cool with still checked up on me. Even some people that I ain't talked to in about 5 years still checked up on me. And for my friends, my used to be friends, to not even check on me, like, I was once y'all friend. I was once your friend. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I was once your friend. So, like, why would you not want to check up? Like, you cared about me. You once cared about me. You once was down to fight, as y'all would say, but it never showed. But y'all was once down for me. So why y'all not down for me now after the fight? But
some advice we would give y'all: if you in a group of friends, like we was like 7, okay, it was like 6 girls, 7 girls. I know people be like, 6 girls, 7 girls, too many friends, blah blah blah. It's not that. Like, we was teammates. We was teammates, friends, sisters, all that. When you got a team like Girls Who Got Dance Team, I know all y'all in the big group chat, and if all y'all go to the same school, y'all all got a group. Like, come on now, that's just that. So. But I suggest that if you have a big group of friends, try them out first. I mean, I know everything look good when you're in the hood, when you first get some friends or whatever. But
my advice to y'all young kids out there that got a group of friends, for real, my advice, it's cool to have friends. I ain't gonna say it ain't good to have friends, because you need that social, that social network, school, whatever. But I mean, like, I ain't saying like don't be like, oh, you ain't my friend, but make friends. You feel me? Like, make friends. Don't hold them up to a certain standard. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Don't hold them up to nothing. Like, don't be like, don't cut me off, but don't be like, oh, you my friend, so you supposed to do this. Or you my friend, you supposed to, you feel me? You my friend, so you supposed to fight for me. You my friend, you supposed to argue with me on the post. You my friend, so you supposed to, you feel me? Don't like anybody that I don't like. And then it's the fact that we done been through so much stuff with these girls and people that they don't like. But then when we stop being friends, it's like they back friends with people that we was arguing with them for. You feel me? Like, we just went through all this stuff with y'all and y'all enemies just for you to sit in your enemy face. A person that you was just talking about.
Somebody that I didn't even have a problem with, that I confronted for you and stopped being people. It was some people that was already my friend, but I had stopped being friends with them just because I was loyal. And that's why I stopped doing that. Because at the end of the day, when I stop being friends with somebody that you want me to stop being friends with, 9 times 10 when we stop being friends, you're gonna be back friends with them. That's why I stopped doing that.
And you just gotta realize that your loyalty ain't set up like everybody else.
Yep. And this is how I feel. If she really your friend, you don't have to set all these things for her. Well, you can't talk to her. Well, you can't do this. You can't do that. Blah, 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 blah. All that blase. If you friend is like a relationship, you're supposed to trust them. You never supposed to question their loyalty. If you feel like, well, I don't like her, so she sit up with her, she gonna talk about me. No. That's just like no. If Soraya, well, I'm not saying that she do, but if I have like a little issue with somebody and she have a little conversation with them, just because they're in a class together, I'm not gonna be like, why you talking to her? Well, they're in a class together.
Like, you feel me, like going outside of class.
Well, yeah, they like bestie, best friend, like. But yeah, we were surviving a fake friend.
If all my friends were sitting in front of me right now, this is what I would say. I'm not mad at y'all. I don't have like no tension, like I don't have that tension where if I see y'all, I be like ooh, like I don't have that towards y'all. Like I don't have that towards, I did, but I don't have that towards y'all now. We was friends. I mean, like, what can I say? I can't be like, oh, you stupid, dumb.
Are you dumb?
I hate you.
I'm not dumb, stupid.
You feel me? Like I won't go out blasting your business or whatever, because I know we was once friends. I once cared about you, and in some sort I still care about your feelings. That's why, I haven't did any bash or nothing.
To be honest, I feel like I have it harder than Soraya, if you ask me, because after all of us stopped being friends, I feel like I got the most worst treatment. Like, going with exes, talking to exes. Like, I feel like I gotta worse. Like, all of them has shared their love with a couple of my love. And it's so crazy because after I done told you about him, you gonna go back and tell him like he gonna change for you. And you know what I've been through, because I've been you is a fool. You is a fool, love. But yeah, I just really feel like that if they were sitting right here in front of me, I would say that when we stopped being friends, I was kind of disappointed. And I was always the one that wanted to rekindle the friendship. Like, even when I felt like I wasn't in the wrong, I always wrote in the group chat and be like, I'm sorry, maybe I'm overreacting. Just because the simple fact that I cared about our friendship, but I never got the same, respect, stuff like that. So when I finally started doing it, I seen where the room was at. And that's my sister right here.
And that's how we survived the fake friend.